6 months later, he came back from America and says, "You have saved my family." And Therefore, why I am narrating to you this incident is that you will get so much of satisfaction if you bring about reconciliation. Anyway, I have some good news for you. I'm sure your noble Chief Minister will not disappoint because he is never disappointing legitimate request of the judiciary. One of the reasons which I thought that the mediation movement was slow in picking up, notwithstanding the fact that we have trained about 1,800 mediators in the last about 1.5 years, is because of the lack of incentive. What NASA grants us on an annual basis is 2 year in amount, 3,000 rupees for a successful mediation and nothing for an unsuccessful mediation. It doesn't really incentivize a mediator to put in his best. It prevents professionalism to come in. The mediation is given a second grade status, with advocate mediators preferring to attend the cases more than applying themselves to a case with a view to bring about an amicable resolution between the parties. This, I thought, could be remedied, and we took up the issue with the Honorable Chief Minister, and I have indications to believe that our request for increasing more than threefold the honorarium for a successful mediation from 3,000 to 10,000.
Wow, super.
And a minimum of 3,000 for even an unsuccessful mediation.
Oh, super.
Yes.
I rest my case.
Honorable Chief Justice has spent one full day in Amaravati and Tirupati. We explained to him about Amaravati. We are all here. I am very happy that there is Honorable Chief Justice and also all judges are associated with our High Court. 2 Chief Justice from Andhra Pradesh High Court are here. As a matter of fact, Amaravati is the people's capital. In Indian mythology, Amaravati is the angel's capital. And also, living God, Lord Venkateswara Swami, is also here. They had a very good darshan. Today they have spent whole day in Amaravati. I am assuring Honorable Chief Justice and also all Honorable Justice, even Sanadi Sai Narasimhanga is here, and also Justice Bhattigaru, he worked in our High Court, also First High Court, and also today he showed his court hall also to us, where he served. And also, Justice Bharti is also worked here. Fortunately, that is where I wrote you historical day for Andhra Pradesh history. I'm very happy and fortunate. Sir, we wanted to build one of the most beautiful city. When we gave a call, people came forward. We are prepared to give land. That is 33,000 acres of land, 29 most beautiful city. Today, sir, we explained our justice city also. I am very happy you will give some suggestions. One suggestion, sir, is given judicial academy, if possible, more land. Sir, I need your cooperation. I want to build justice city, one of the best in the country itself. You need judicial academy. You direct us as much land we are prepared to give. Second, legal service authority and also the mediation center. Even International Law University, Bar Council of India, they are establishing. By integrating all these things, the best justice city we want to build, we need your cooperation in the direction, sir. The mediation, I'm very happy you are passionate. I have seen this concept. Even my father, I have seen my childhood. He used to work as a mediator. You are not educated, but the confidence, even that area, 20, 30 villages, they used to select mediators who are all respectably deal the issues. They used to deal number of days, 1 week, 10 days, 3, 4 cities or 5, 6 cities. Ultimately, they used to sort out the issue. Our Honorable Chief Justice of Andhra Pradesh has rightly mentioned, he asked me, it is very less, mediator's fee, 3,000 rupees. It is very difficult. Can you enhance 10,000? My people told me 10,000, all of a sudden more than 3 times. I said, if cases will be settled, 10,000 is not the issue. Immediately, we do 10,000. Even unsuccessful mediation also will give 3,000 rupees. Ultimately, I am very clear as of now we are watching. India is moving very fast. Vikasit Bharat 2.0.
More and the mediation of the disputes. And I am very happy that as a national policy, thereafter the mediation is no longer voted as an alternative dispute resolution. The mediation, all of you know, is something in our DNA. In India, you go by any centuries old, the thousands years old, the entire history will speak how mediation has been always a very effective mode of dispute resolution. All of you know, Lord Krishna is quoted as the first a codified mediator who tried to resolve between the two warring groups. That story where Lord Krishna failed to mediate between the two warring groups also tells one thing which really puts us into introspection and how then it becomes important for us to really emphasize the mediation. Because the two warring group, despite intervention by Lord Krishna, failed to mediate and resolve their dispute. All of you know what happened. Mahabharata. And therefore, this is how the two neighbors, the people, to groups, they start fighting. And unless we have effective mediation, this fight continues for decades and decades. And going by our system, where the courts are burdened with so much litigation, and there are multiple factors. The amount of court cases which are flowing and the people are preparing to come to the courts, it is not possible for us to fix a timeline within which the matters can be resolved. Of course, most of the matters like family disputes or the commercial disputes, now that we have specialized courts, we are able to resolve those disputes. But there are certain matters which remain pending for quite some time. The second thing about the mediation, that how to ensure that it becomes continually popularized. Three things, my dear friends, particularly the trained mediators. The parties must have trust and faith in the mediator. So it is extremely important that whosoever is appointed as a mediator, parties take him seriously and they show that they have faith and trust in that mediator. So the choice of mediator is a very, very crucial factor. And the entire training program, particularly by the institutes like the State Legal Service Authority or the High Court Legal Aid Committees or any mediation committee which the High Courts are constituted, it's extremely important to select and panel the mediators. The second is the faith in the institution where the mediator is appointed. As all of you know, that judiciary is still trusted as one of the most faithful institutions by the common citizenry of this country. And that is the reason when I was saying that there is a lot of inflow of litigation, because people trust mediation. So therefore, if the mediation is initiated from the side of the judiciary, the adaptability and acceptability will be much more as compared to the private platforms coming in the field of mediation. Therefore, I take it as an earnest duty of the judiciary to promote mediation, because yours is a platform which is trusted by the people of this country. And once you promote, then people will wholeheartedly accept it and the outcome will be very encouraging. The third thing, which is equally important, is the enforceability of the mediation terms and conditions once the parties settle down. And therefore, that endeavor is also the judiciary, that how we convert those mediated resolutions into the binding kind of orders or the decrees between the parties. And therefore, that takes care of the doubt of the outcome, final outcome of the mediation, as well as the uncertainty sometimes which leads to about the final outcome of the mediation. That also is effectively addressed once we have a mechanism to enforce those mediated orders. Villages, mediation has entered into streets, mediation has entered into the households where the unforced disputes are there. And we have to continue with this momentum and make sure that, as I said, that mediation continues to be the preferred destination. It's most effective, the parties live with harmony, they are very happy. Now I can give you one small example of how in today's only.
Thank you, my Lord, for your Lordship visionary and inspiring keynote address. Your Lordship profound reflections have been illuminated.
ఒక్కసారా
I also request, my Lord, to present a memento to Srinara Chandrababu Naidu Garu onto the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh as a mark of I request, my Lord, to kindly present the memento to Honorable Sri Justice J.K. Memento to Honorable Sri Justice S.K. Patigar, Judge of the Court of
పేర్లే
I I request my Lord to kindly present the memento to Honorable Chief Justice Romari Balaji, Judge Supreme Court of India as to open the parties.
గేట్ చేస్తుంది
I now request Honorable Chief Justice, Chief Justice of High Court. I now request
The Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh for his valuable presence and continued support in strengthening legal services and promoting alternative dispute resolution in the state. Our respectful gratitude to the Honorable Chief Justice of High Court of Andhra Pradesh and Executive Chairman of State Legal Services Authority for their visionary leadership and steadfast encouragement in conducting this program. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to all the dignitaries, judicial officers, members of the bar, advocate mediators, law officers, students, media representatives, dedicated teams of the legal services institutions, state authorities, whose efforts made this program a great success. We conclude reaffirming our shared belief that mediation is not merely an option, but the future of accessible, timely, and equitable justice. Thank you.